What exactly is a personal brand? You might have seen people like myself, Ty Lopez, Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, Billie Jean, Maxwell Finn. All of these people have personal brands. But why is a personal brand so cool? Why is it so awesome to get involved with in today's day and age? Basically because personal brands are an awesome way to take any passion that you have and turn it into a business. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can take any passion you may have and turn it into a brand that you can monetize and start making $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $100,000 per month, like myself and like a lot of these other influencers have been able to do with their brands online. So stay tuned, here we go. Alright everybody, welcome back and thank you for watching. My name is Jordan Steen, aka Serial Entrepreneur, and at this channel we talk all about digital marketing, social media marketing, basically how to turn anything you want to into a business online, whether that be your own agency or your own personal brand. If you're wanting to learn more about any of this, just check out Serial Entrepreneur Academy. That is serialentrepreneur.academy, and you can check that in the description below. So a brand is more than just a recognizable name and a logo. It's really someone who is at least a personal brand is someone who's able to engage and really build a relationship and trust with that community and almost make it feel like your friends. That's really the point of a personal brand. And over the last year and a half at Serial Entrepreneur Academy, we've been able to make an really grow an amazing personal brand and an amazing community of people around digital marketing and online businesses and e-commerce. And it's insane what we've been able to do in a year and a half. And I'm going to show you 7 steps in this video that you need to take right now to get your personal brand launched and on the road to success for 2018 and 2019. But before we continue, if you guys are a first-time viewer, make sure that you hit that subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner and then hit the notification bell so that way you can get updates for all of our free tools, our free training, free resources, our giveaways that we do for free courses. So make sure you do that, and I promise you, you won't regret it. Oh, and one last thing before we jump into this training really quickly, I'm actually launching a personal branding course here at the beginning of August. On August 1st, we're launching the pre-sale for our personal branding course. Now, a lot of you missed out on the pre-sale for the digital marketing school, so don't complain if you miss out now. We're launching it and you have 30 days to get the course for $299, and then we're upping the course to $599 as soon as we actually launch the course on August 31st. All right, so that gives you basically 31 days to get in for $299, then it goes up to $599 from there. We're eventually gonna increase the course price to $1299 because we have people like Maxwell Finn, Patrick Kinney, Ron Marino, Desmond Glenn, all kinds of people coming onto this course to give you information about building a personal brand, e-commerce, all kinds of stuff. All right, guys, so the first step to building your personal brand is really to research and then select your niche. Once you understand, what niche you can really build yourself into, then you know how to kind of move your personal brand forward from there. So the first step really with, regards to selecting your niche and identifying what industry you're going to work in really comes down to a few things. And one of the first most important things is you want to look at what you're passionate about. So something that you already have an interest in or that you already have a skill set built around is going to be the best for you, the best option for you. And the reason why is because number one, you're going to enjoy doing it every day. Number two, you have to have some authority to with regards to your professionalism or with regards to the information that you know about a topic that you're going to cover. For example, if you're going to talk about grooming dogs, you should probably have experience other than grooming your own pet that relates to grooming dogs for people to actually take you seriously. For example, if you are, to build on that example, if you were that same dog groomer and you had been grooming your own dog versus someone who had a channel that had been a dog groomer for 10 years before starting her channel, I'd probably watch the dog groomer who had had her channel for 10 years first. All right, so let's look at a little bit about doing the research to find your channel. Number one, you're going to want to look at the size of your niche. So make sure that, you're not going after something like, for example, like VCR enthusiasts. Like, there probably aren't too many of those, and even if there were, they're probably not going to spend a ton of money. All right, so you don't want to look at something like that. You're going to want to look at obviously things like your interests, your demographics, the behaviors of that niche, how they engage and how they interact online, issues in the current status of that niche. So, what problems current customers face, and then how you can potentially solve those problems. What I like to do for figuring out what niche I'm going to get into if I ever, start to go down that path again, one of the first things I do is I like to look at keyword research, because it tells you what's relevant versus what's not. It tells you what's trending and what's not, or what's, going to potentially work out and what won't. So here's some of the first things I do. I open up a Google page. I open up a YouTube browser. I open up Google Trends. You guys probably hear me talk about this one a lot. It's one of my favorites. All right, so when I go to Google, let's say I wanted to start, excuse me, let's say I wanted to start a channel about cooking, because eventually I think it would be cool for me to start a channel about cooking, because I think I make some pretty good food. You guys, a lot of you don't know that about me, but for those of you who do, I love to cook. So, if I wanted to do a channel about cooking, obviously I'd have to pick a specific topic. Maybe I could cater something to college students, because I'm a little younger still, so I could cater something to college students who want quick and easy meals that are still healthy, stuff like that. So I could easily put together a channel on that. So that's how I would niche myself down first. And that's how you want to do it. You don't want to, when you create your personal brand, you don't want to go out there and be just the big, broad channel that talks about dogs. Like, you need to niche yourself into something specific about dogs first, and then build your channel up to where you have a larger following. And as you build a larger following, you can go after broader topics, right? Dogs is a lot more broad than dog trainer, right? Or German Shepherd dogs, right? Those are very specific video intent or search intents, right? So that's what you're wanting to look to do. So let me pull up my screen really quick here. All right, so we got Google, we got YouTube, we got Google Trends open. And what we're going to do is, so let's say we wanted to do the cooking for college students. So what we do is college student quick healthy meals. And we'll see what we get with that. We're going to do the same thing on YouTube, see what we can get. All right, so we have healthy recipes for college students in apartments. I don't know why that's a search in apartments specifically. Easy college recipes, dinner, 5 ingredients, meals for college students. So all of these are, different search categories for college students looking for quick meals. And these are ways that we could obviously start to kind of build ourselves into this niche right here. These are topics that we could start to cover with video content or blog content. So, and that kind of, that's one thing, that's one reason why I like to also, I guess I should open this up too, is open up Facebook and YouTube, because it kind of gives me a direction of what platform I want to kind of go on. If I want to mainly or primarily host my platform on YouTube, or if I want to primarily host it on Facebook. And you can gauge that based on what other, influencers or personal brands or brands in general in that niche are doing. And you might want to go with the grain, you might want to go against it. Maybe if everybody's on YouTube, go to Facebook and really spend a bunch of time really improving your Facebook, and you'll stand out there, unless it just completely doesn't make sense. So we'll look right here and we see we've got YouTube, we've got Facebook. So college student, let's do college student meal prep, meals on a budget, meal ideas, meal plan, meal recipes. So all of these are different topics that we could come into. You can see the search traffic right here. That's why I love this Keywords Everywhere plugin. It shows you right here 720 searches per month for college student meals, 140 for college student meal prep, 70 for meals on a budget, 140 for student meal ideas. So there's definitely some search traffic. All right, so we'll come over to Google Trends now, and we'll do just a little bit more digging. College student meal, we'll do plan. And we want to see if it'll show us some search traffic and some competition score. So it's not pulling any data over here. So college student cooking meals, that might have an actual score. Unable to get results due to quota limits. Oh, I think I might have used all that I have for this month for vidIQ. I do a lot of searches All right, so it's not going to show us here, but that's okay. What we can do is look at some of these people who have already created videos. 1.5 million. There's a ton of views on these types of videos. And it looks like, let me see, the names, Ashley and Andreas, Tasty, Brothers, Adam, Alice, Almost. Yeah, so there's quite a bit of competition from what it looks like, and the big ones are really, really big, like Tasty, obviously, a lot of people have heard of them. So this is telling me what the competition looks like, but it does look like a good place to do some meal type stuff. Why? Because it's very visual, and this is just a good video platform to begin with. So as long as I have a good video setup, I'm good to go here. All right, so we'll type in college meals here and see what the search traffic is like and what recommendations we can get for this type of search. I actually want to do is college student meals. The overall trend isn't like crazy high. It's pretty normal because you can see it just has its ups and its downs. Microwave, oven, dinner, weight loss, recipe topic. So there isn't a ton of data for this specific search term. And since I'm doing this on the spot, that, you know, just to let you guys know, this might not be the best keyword search term to use. So we would do some more digging into the keyword searches, but I know that there's a market for college students looking for meals. We would use that, again, just for, you're going to have smaller traffic because we're doing a very niche specific idea here. And again, you want to start off small when you're first building your channel because it's an easy way to grab views for people who are looking or typing in for that specific topic. All right. So, but based off of this, it looks like a decent topic to jump into. There's a decent amount of traffic. Over here, we can see we have college students, healthy recipes for college students in apartments, 170. College meal prep recipes, 90. College recipes Reddit doesn't have any. College lunchbox ideas, 70. People are looking for lunchbox ideas, so that could be a cool topic you create a video on. But there's a bunch of ways we could niche ourselves into this, and you can see there's a bunch of actual blog articles about it already. So there's definitely traffic for this, and I bet you if we did we could do one more thing, but to keep this video short, we won't do it. Keyword Planner is a Google search tool that allows you to get search volume and traffic and plan keywords out that way. We would also use that tool, but this looks like a solid topic. So this is kind of how we would do our research. And again, we would look at all of the different areas. So if we did college meal ideas or college, sorry. And if you add a twist to the channel, and if you're like the funny type of person, college student meals, sorry. Can't type and talk at the same time. If you have like a really cool personality and you're really, really funny, you could easily, you know, cater yourself to the college market because they're a lot more susceptible to someone who is open to being goofy and funny and just out there, right? If you're able to do that with this specific type of video, you're going to get a lot better results. So we're going to look on here and we basically start with groups and see, is it considered a meal by a college student meals? Not really in groups. Let's see if there's any pages people have created. So, you know, we might not go here. Let's see if videos, that's another way to check, see if people are making videos about it. Leftover meal spot. No, so not specific to this. So we would probably start off with YouTube with our secondary page being Facebook. And create content for YouTube, because the cool thing is any content we could create for YouTube, we can basically syndicate to our Facebook page. We just kind of re-edit it and re-uploaded it. So that's what our strategy would be, and so we would move into step 2. Okay, so number 2 is going to be to decide your brand purpose. So essentially what this means is looking at your content and determining what style of content you're going to primarily focus on. Are you going to be a educational channel? Are you going to be an entertainment style channel, an info channel, a review channel, a how-to channel? So you can see right here, here's some examples. Obviously,
what's going on, everybody?
My channel, and we do all kinds of stuff that is with an educational focus. We focus on teaching people how to utilize digital marketing to build an online business. Right here at ACG, they're talking about video game reviews. They do a lot of video game reviews. They have like over 1,300 videos or something like that. So that's it. They literally review video games and probably make a killing doing it. The third one over here is simple home art decor ideas, and they are simply a DIY channel for people looking to do stuff at home. Personally, I think they could probably do a lot better with a lot of the different elements on their page. But obviously, as you can see, they have 296,000 subscribers, and they are probably making a killing with their channel as well. But that's you know, the next step in the process. Once you do the research and you figure out the niche and you know what kind of keywords you're looking at, you need to determine what style of video you plan to approach. So if you're not a funny kind of person, then you don't want to do, some kind of funny type of channel. If you aren't a technical or analytical type of person, you probably shouldn't do that type of channel. If you are camera shy, then you probably shouldn't sit in front of a camera. You should do one of the channels where they don't actually ever show the person. There's tons of aspects that you need to take into consideration with your channel, and then determine what's going to work best for you, what's going to work best for your brand, what is already working in your industry, and what you need to do to make both of those things work together. Okay, so number 3 is to select your advertising medium. And essentially what this means is to pick the platform that you're going to focus on primarily, and then understand which one you're going to focus on secondarily. So primarily, we at Serial Entrepreneur Academy have obviously chosen to do YouTube because educational platforms, in my opinion, tend to work better on YouTube because people are going to YouTube to learn. And if you have a style of channel or educational platform or personal brand where you want to teach people, then YouTube might be the best for you as well. But again, you need to look at each industry differently and really determine what platform is going to work best for your business, for your niche, and for your industry. So really look at each one. And just to go over some of the basic ones, there's really 5 main ones that people use. So there is obviously YouTube, otherwise known as the vlog approach. There's the blog, which is usually done on a website of some kind. There is the Facebook platform that you can run all of your content through. A lot of people use Facebook as their primary platform. There's Instagram, obviously. This is a little bit different, especially with influencer marketing. So, really study the influencer niche if you're going to go down that route, or the influencer platform and how to build a brand there. And then number 5 is going to be podcasting. And this is one of the, ones that really work out well with the educational niche, real estate, investment, all of that, at least education in those spaces. A lot of podcasts don't really work out too well, but there are obviously some entertainment style podcasts that work out well. A lot of podcasts, though, really deal with talk and with information about specific topics. So once you understand your medium, then all you have to do is actually start to put together all of your content for that medium, and really understand that medium, you need to go in and start looking at some of your competitors and how they're performing, what kind of content they're creating, what's their style, how they're really approaching topics, all of that, so you can do the best job at creating your content and your channel. Now, picking your platform or whatever, social media or whatever you're going to do to disseminate your content and really build your audience, once you determine that, that's going to lead you into planning and creating your content. And the reason you have to understand your platform first is because each platform kind of hints towards what style of content you want to create and focus on. So there's like how-to content, there's funny content, there's reviews, there's, all the different styles of content. There's, going live consistently. You guys might be familiar with like Billy Jean. He just goes live all the time and does live training all the time, super transparent. So really it's up to you what kind of content you want to do. The biggest thing to understand about your content is to be consistent, focus on keyword traffic, trust me on that, and really build out titles and thumbnails and topics that are going to entice your audience, but not only that, teach them something and give them value consistently. Now, step number 5 is one of my favorite ones, and it's one that a lot of people don't do right off the bat, and it's one that we started a little late in my opinion, just because I like to do it ASAP, but we had other areas we had to set up first. We wanted to get the ball rolling. So we were like a month behind, but we got everything set up after about a month. But what I'm trying to get to is creating your lead funnels. This is what's going to start building your audience and really getting them to actually purchase whatever product that it is or service it is that you're promoting. So what do I mean by this? Essentially, your email automations, your landing pages, your value offers, or your documents that you send to people to get them to want to subscribe and to stay involved with your email content, your retargeting ads. All of these things are things that you're going to do to really build that lead funnel and keep consistent basically sales coming into your brand every single day and every single week, every single month. Okay, so step number 6, and really I guess it could be step number 3, but again, I guess really the whole point of this video is you haven't started your personal brand yet and you're about to. So step number 6 is going to be creating your revenue model. And I guess that's why you guys see now that it should probably be up a little higher in the priority list. But you need to create your revenue model because you need to know how you're actually going to make money with your personal brand. So this comes down to looking at a few things. Do you want to create, number 1, an online course? Do you want to do affiliate marketing? Do you want to do an e-commerce store? Do you want to do ad revenue, like place ads on your blog articles and drive traffic to it? There's all kinds of different models that you can create. You need to look at which one is going to work out best for you and which one's going to work out best for the industry that you're trying to get involved in. Now, number 7, once you actually get your content created and everything's planned out, the next thing to do is obviously start uploading that content. And once you start uploading, you're going to get comments and likes and subscribers and all of that. So number 7, the real thing that we're looking at for number 7 is to engage with your community. A lot of people forget about their community. They don't think they need to comment or like their stuff and, I'm too good for that. Don't do that. Trust me, when you do it with your community, like when you actually sit there and like their stuff and respond to their comments and their questions, I promise you it goes a long way because number 1, it tells YouTube that you're getting more engagement, which that's going to give you more views. Number 2, the best thing is they don't feel like they're getting left out. If your viewers, if your audience starts to feel like they're getting left out or not being responded to, or they're just not worth your time, then they are going to start to feel like you aren't worth their time and they'll stop watching. So engage with your community and make sure you're really building that brand and building that audience that's going to follow you instead of just come and visit every now and again. So guys, personal branding really isn't that difficult, and to get started, it really doesn't require much. If you have a camera, which you can use your phone, if you have a laptop, and you have an internet connection, really, you can start building your personal brand at any time. You just need to start taking action, and you really need to start getting some information on how to market that personal brand, because that's the biggest piece to building a personal brand online. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. As I mentioned in the very beginning of this video, if you're looking to start a personal brand, on August 1st, we're launching the pre-sale for our personal branding mastermind course or influencer marketing course with guest influencers and teachers coming on the course like Maxwell Finn, Ron Marino, Patrick Kinney, Desmond Glenn, myself. We might even have Sean Bossler on there, who is on Ty Lopez's course. So there's so many really, really cool people involved with this opportunity and with this personal branding program, and we wouldn't want you to miss out on it or have to spend $5.99 or $11.99, $12.99 to get into the course when it's only $2.99 when we launch the pre-launch sale on August 1st. So don't miss your opportunity to get in that. Outside of that, guys, make sure that you check out all of our description items below because there are tons of free resources, free training down there. And if you are new to this channel, again, make sure you hit that subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner so that way you get involved with all of our content, all of our free training, our giveaways that we do every single week on Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys are just going to want to do that, and then hit the notification bell so that way you actually get the notification on your phone. Last thing, guys, if this was helpful for you and your personal brand, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button so that way other people trying to start their own personal brand journey can get this information and really start their brand off with a bang. Finally, if you have any comments or if you have any questions or concerns about starting a personal brand or any of the equipment that we use, which by the way is all in the description below, you can check out all of the items that we use to build these videos in the description below. But if you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. Let me know what your thoughts are and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So that's it for this video. Until next time, guys, Serial Entrepreneur out. Later.
Ready to start living the six-figure work wherever, be your own boss lifestyle? Well, at Serial Entrepreneur Academy, we'll teach you how to use a laptop and internet to start your own social media and digital marketing agency. Get started with our free Facebook ads training. Links in the description below, guys. See you in the course. Serial Entrepreneur out.